Hello, everyone, and welcome to John's Insane Asylum. So yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be a more serious video that I'm used to. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about bipolar depression, negative thoughts. So yeah, bipolar depression and negative thoughts. So yeah, negative thoughts are pretty much, for me personally, pretty much dictates my depression. And it's like with bipolar, there's so many different forms of depression. There's a really, empty feeling where you don't feel nothing at all. It feels like you feel like a snail without its shell. Like like a tortoise without its shell, just empty. An empty shell of yourself. You could be lying in a chair or in your bed for days. Somebody could stab you with a pencil in the chest or smack you. You don't react. You just don't care. You don't feel it. There's no feeling. It's like the Sex Pistols song, no feeling. There's no feeling. And then there's where you're agitated. You're really agitated. You want to punch shit up, and you're angry, and you feel worthless at the same time. Just a horrible feeling. And there's where you get really bad negative thoughts. Thoughts of death. Thoughts of harming yourself. And just really nasty thoughts. Because I get negative thoughts of somebody stabbing me. It's like, I feel fucking worthless. Somebody stab me now. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. And and we've past experience with psychiatrists and doctors. They their mindset. A lot of these psychiatrists, their mindset is not fit enough. To be judging you, really, because a lot of them judge you. They're basically these psychiatrists and doctors. They've been to university for I don't know how many years, PhD, whatever it's called, and they look at a book with bipolar and they go, "Oh right, that's bipolar. Yeah, that's what bipolar does to yeah, that right, yeah." But bipolar is different for each person. Some people with bipolar don't like large groups of people. Some people with bipolar are charismatic and can speak to thousands of people. At a seminar. You get people with bipolar that can't go out. You get people with bipolar that do too much. You get people with bipolar that are really paranoid. It's just there's so many different layers of bipolar. It's like a giant. Bipolar is like a witch's cauldron. There's different mixtures. Each person is different. Don't get me wrong. It's the same illness. but it affects people in different ways. And this is what I can't understand with these psychiatrists, you know. You tell them how you feel, and they got a really rigid, regimental way of looking at bipolar. They don't really look at it in colour. They still think it's 1920s Hollywood. It's like bipolar's in black and white. This is what bipolar does to somebody. Oh, I got to ask them those questions all the time. I got to ask them the same questions over and over and over and over and over again. Have you taken your tablets? Well, yes, I'm fucking taking my tablets, because otherwise I'd be fucking going out fucking throttling everyone. And you tell them how you feel. You tell them how you feel with the negative thoughts and bad dreams, and it's like, and they go, well, I can't help you there. Well, I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm telling you how I feel, and you're giving me that flippant remark. So I knocked fucking psychiatrists on the head years ago. Just really bad experiences with them, really bad experiences that are just probably not the place to tell them, really. They're that fucking bad. Just terrible experiences with psychiatrists. And if I had to see another psychiatrist, I'd probably cry, because it's just too traumatic and stressful. Negative thoughts. I mean, they're always there. They will always be there. They always linger, like a bad smell from a toilet. It lingers and lingers and lingers. Even when you're manic. The flip side. When you're manic, top of the world. You're over talking. People can't keep up with you. You got so much passion. You get creative. It's just amazing. But it's like it lingers. The negative thoughts linger. It's like when I do these videos. It's like I take on a persona. It's like I got a YouTube persona. You probably look at me and think, well, he seems like, a really jolly, energetic, goofy, clownish sort of person. It's like he's a clown. And it may look like that I'm a clown out on the outside, but inside, it's like I'm a tortured soul. It's like you're being tortured 24/7. It's negative thoughts. It drains you. It gives me headaches, and it just drains you. It just drains you of your life. It drains you of your energy. It drains you of your life, and sometimes it's easy to deal with. Sometimes it's really difficult to deal with. And it can affect family and loved ones. It can affect them when you talk about it. Because it's not. I mean, they can't fully help you, but if you talk about it, in a sensible way, rational way, and just talk about how you feel, it sort of it's sort of a big load off your chest. It really is a big load off your chest, because you feel like, oh, somebody's listening to me. It could be family, friends, or Samaritans. Samaritans, you could ring them and go, I'm feeling like this. Or if you can't talk to anyone about it, just draw it or write it down how you feel. Write it in a poem. You know, like, just, or keep a diary. Keep a diary and go, this is how I feel today. Do. And sort of like sort of do like a monthly one each month, and see how you progress through the month. I might, to be honest, I might start doing that myself, thinking about it, because sometimes it's a lot easier to write. Sometimes it's a lot easier to express it in an artistic way than talking about it. Because sometimes when you're really down, you can't talk about it. You freeze. You clam up. It's like your body and mind just clams up. And then when you've got loved ones and family trying to talk to you about, trying to get it out of you, and you can't speak, it's just it sometimes leads to frustration on both parts, on both sides of the coin. They're frustrated because you're not talking, and then you're frustrated because you can't talk about it. Because it's hard, isn't it? It's particularly for a male. I think it's very hard for a male to talk about how they feel, because we're supposed to be macho. Ooh yeah, the macho man. We're supposed to be macho, aren't we? If we talk about our feelings, we're fucking considered sissies. That's why there's a lot of suicides in males. There is a large percentage of suicides in young males. I read it a couple of weeks ago, and I can well believe it, because it's considered not masculine to talk about how you feel. But to me, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about being macho and being this, because at the end of the day, we're all individuals. We should all be who we're meant to be. If we being somewhere we're not, that's just being fake. Just be yourselves. And if you want to talk about something, you talk about it. It's like they're getting shamed for it. Talking about suicide and how they feel. It's just not good. Not good at all. And it's only going to get worse. Because as the years go by, people are going to be more. There's going to be more people diagnosed with bipolar and other mental illnesses. It's only going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. I fucking have a go. I always moans about this British government all the time about mental health. It's just there's just lack of money in mental health. It just goes on to other things, doesn't it? As far as I'm concerned, the NHS should be the most important priority on the government. But you hear all the time on the news of cases with the NHS. It's just, and it's not the doctor. It's not the NHS's fault. Not at all. It's not their fault at all. It's just the government. 70 years the NHS has been around. 70 years. Thanks to a Welshman, Ian Bevan. So 70 years the NHS has been around. But if it was up to the Tory government, they would get rid of it. They would privatise it and just go, right, we got to pay for healthcare now. It's like America. Paying. Imagine paying to see a psychiatrist and paying for your medication, and that would drive me nuts. So I can't imagine what it's like to have a bipolar in America. I can't imagine it being not very good, really. But then again, what do I know? You know? So yeah, negative thoughts. You know, just mainly my negative thoughts are just like, you know, the feelings of worthlessness and not being loved. You know, the feeling that you're not loved by anyone, and you just feel you're hating on yourself. You just hate yourself. You know, you look in the mirror and you don't want to look in the mirror. You don't want to look in the mirror. But when you're manic and you're fucking naked and you just come out the shower, I'm fucking posing in the mirror. I'm like this. You know, it's fucking bizarre, you know? You're looking in the mirror and you look at yourself and you're going, you know, you're no good. So you're no good at all. And it just horrible feeling, you know. And it does, like I said, it drains you. It just drains yourself and drains people around you. And you don't want to feel like that. You don't really deep down, you don't want to feel like that. You want to feel really, you know, happy and basically just happier, you know. Really just not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all. But unfortunately, it's part and parcel of the illness. I think this may sound bad. This might sound bad, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I think sometimes you gotta accept that you're gonna get these thoughts. You know, don't get shocked when you get them. You know, don't get surprised when you're depressed. You get these thoughts because it's only natural when you're depressed. You're gonna get really persistent negative thoughts, and they are persistent. You know, they are persistent. You know, it's like being in the jungle and a mosquitoes just like that, you know. Mosquitoes chasing you all through the jungle. Like that, you know. Really persistent and noisy, really noisy, you know, really, you know, if negative thoughts could be an object, it'd be like a drill or a chainsaw in your head, like a fucking just really like that, and you can't switch it off. But I think like I said, with negative thoughts, you just gotta try and do the things you enjoy. Obviously not in moderation. Obviously don't go too overboard, because otherwise you become manic. The flip side, you become manic, and then you just can't control what you're doing, and you start doing too much. You start taking on too much projects, you know. So I think for me, art, in my experience, art is, and particularly music as well, because I says it all the time, music is the greatest form of human expression. You know, thank God for music. You know, because look at all the great stars with bipolar and in art as well. I mean, look at Vincent van Gogh. You know, they reckon he had bipolar, and you look at a lot of his work, and it reflects his tortured mind. You know, it does. It probably reflects his dark side. You know, just and in his lifetime, I think he only sold one painting, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure I read that he only sold one painting in his lifetime, and in his life, in his day, AD, he wasn't considered. People didn't like him. You know, it's like that Doctor Who episode with Vincent van Gogh. It's probably one of Matt Smith's best Doctor Who's, and at the ending with Vincent van Gogh's in art gallery. It's an art gallery. I know it's an art gallery. I think is it the Louvre? No, not the Louvre. Oh, I forget what art. It might be a London art gallery. It's got all Vincent van Gogh in it. And was it the Doctor goes to was it Bill Nye? Bill Nye's in it. And he says, "What do you think of Vincent van Gogh?" He said, "Vincent van Gogh is one of the great geniuses of art." And Vincent van Gogh starts crying in it. Just absolutely incredible. You know, so you know, if you've got bipolar and you've got a creative side, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Because you know, art, music, you know, whatever your creative side is, you know, you immerse yourself into it very passionately, and you just, it's like these YouTube videos, you know, are like an art to me, you know, because I love doing them, you know, and probably doing this video is probably helping myself as well, you know, with regards to the negative thoughts, you know, because you know, there ain't no negative thoughts, ain't no joke. You know, it's a real thing. You know, self doubt, self hatred, and self doubt is just always going to be there. It's always going to be there. You know, no matter what you do, it's always going to be there. It's always going to hang on. You know, but you just deal with it. Try and deal with it as best as you can. You know, like I said, we're all individuals. You know, just do the things you like. You know, just do the things you like, and you know, you might surprise yourself and come up with something really brilliant idea. You know, because like I said, doing these videos, we have the stupid fucking dancing or the fucking shitty impersonations of people. Just, you know, one of the main things that keeps me going, really. You know, and very happy with the free feedback I get. You know, just really happy with it. You know, and I even say a couple of weeks ago, I even considered stop doing videos for YouTube. I was that bad. I will continue on regardless how I feel. Like I will continue to do these videos, and I will do more videos like this. You know, just to I don't know, I just like to do different things on my channel. You know, and if this video helps someone, then good. You know, really good. You know, like I said, I'm not here to judge. Not here to judge anyone with bipolar. You know, because I'm in the same boat as you. You know, we understand. I understand. You know. So yeah, that's 24 minutes. Oh, I can't keep my video short, can I? Oh, dear me. So yeah, that was me talking about depression and negative thoughts. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.